The Marvel Studios Ironheart Disney Plus series is currently filming. This is one that was announced like over a year ago. We've known it's coming. It's going to be part of Phase 5 of the MCU. And also Riri Williams, of course played by Dominique Thorne, is going to make her MCU debut in the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And then of course spin off into her own Disney Plus series, which likely will be coming to Disney Plus probably next year in 2023. Now, today we have some actual set photos giving us our first look at Ironheart in action. And I did another video talking about the set photos revealing our villain, because Anthony Ramos is going to be our villain of the series, the Hood, so make sure to go check out that video as well. But now we have our first look at Riri Williams suited up as Ironheart, which is interesting because, you know, like I said, we know she's going to be in Black Panther. All we've seen from that, at least from concept art, is her like proto suit, like her homemade suit, and it's like really a homemade version of the Iron Man suit. So this is our first real look at her actual Iron Man Ironheart suit in the MCU. And here we have it. And it's definitely very different from the comics, which, you know, that's to be expected with the MCU. They never do a complete one-to-one translation, but it's very different. And again, that's not usually a bad thing, but I gotta say I'm not a fan of it, just because I feel like part of what makes the Ironheart suit look cool in the comics is, first of all, just the cool, vibrant colors of it being like pink and yellow. I think that's a really cool design. And with her having the heart as the arc reactor, I think that's really cool as well. But also the fact that, you know, she's like a female Iron Man, you can see that represented in her suit. But the fact that this is like a big, bulky suit, first of all, it doesn't look that practical to be like, you know, an Avenger or like a young Avenger superhero suit. And also on top of that, it does, like, it looks cool for sure, but it doesn't look like anything special. It kind of looks like just a generic robot iron suit. You know, it doesn't look like it's anything special going on here. Kind of like what I was talking about in my video the other day about MODOK in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, where his design kind of just makes him look like a generic robot. But this one, it's kind of a similar thing going on here, because this design just kind of makes her look like literally a robot that you could see like in any franchise. Like, it doesn't look specifically like, oh, that is Ironheart, that is a like next generation version of Iron Man in the MCU. No, this doesn't look anything like Iron Man. This looks like something, like I said, you could see in any franchise. You could see a robot suit like this in a Star Wars movie, a Star Trek movie, a Transformers movie probably. To be honest, when I first saw this, I thought it was a picture of Steel from Superman and Lois, which I'm not really a big fan of that suit design either, because that doesn't really look like the comics either. But I don't know, there's just nothing about it that makes it look really special and really brings it all back to the design in the comics. So we get a couple shots of it here, specifically Dominique Thorne actually in the motion capture suit with the little pieces of the Ironheart suit on as well, because of course that's what they did with Robert Downey Jr. after the first Iron Man movie, or maybe the second one. He never actually wore an Iron Man suit. It was literally just like motion capture suit with the helmet. So that's what you have going on here. I mean, she looks cool. I'm also missing the whole heart-shaped arc reactor. That's another big part of Ironheart's design that we're not seeing represented here. So that is also kind of disappointing. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it. Of course, it'll probably look better, you know, with CGI and all that stuff, but it just doesn't look... It doesn't look like Ironheart, so I am definitely disappointed by it. But we'll see, like I said, how it looks actually in action. But especially, like I said, when you compare it to her design in the comics, this is a beautiful looking suit. The vibrant pinks and yellows, and then even the black molded in there as well. It's just a really cool looking suit, which looks very reminiscent of Tony Stark Iron Man suit, but also different. And, you know, like Riri made it her own suit. But I don't know, something about this MCU design, it just doesn't feel right. So anyways, guys, what do you think about this first look at Riri Williams as Ironheart in the MCU? What do you think about this new design for the Ironheart suit? Are you a fan of it? Do you like it? Or are you like me and it's like, yeah, it doesn't look great. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.